It's showtime. How you doing, everybody? We're back for the final hour trading here with Uncle Bruce. Stock markets with Bruce for November the 2nd, 2021. How you guys doing? The Dow's having a good day here. The Dow now is up 156 points on the day. Definitely having a good run here at 36,068. We were at 36,009 for an all-time record going into today. 36,068 now, so 57 points past the record. Very definitive breakthrough. S&P up 18.3, NASDAQ up 37.4. So all three indexes have hit highs today, all-time new highs. Stocks that we're following closely, Rocket Lab down a dime. Been, not doing a lot. I mean, really, the low 1402, the high 1447. It's a 45-cent swing. That's all it's doing here. There's nothing going on. We're at 1416 down a dime on 1.1 million. Quiet day on Rocket Lab. SoFi 2244. The low of the day 2160. High 2293. So it's a $1.33 swing from low to high. That's all. We're down 18 cents at 2244. We were at the low at 2160 right at the opening, and we went down right away, and then we got to the high within half an hour of the day, 2293. That was by 10 a.m. We had the low and the high locked in, and we've been meandering in the middle all day long. Down 12 cents, 29.5 million volume. This is good, actually, if you really want to know my opinion on it. Technically, this is good. The stock's trading very well. Tight range, giving up 12 cents after a big day yesterday. Perfect. Perfect. Those of you who are option writers, those who have options expiring coming this month, you're going to see the options shrink. Some of you may have scooped them this morning. You are watching them grind along. Others haven't written yet. 2250 is the price of the stock right now. You might be writing 2250s, 25s, 24s. Take your pick, but the stock's looking good. Gamestop, what a day. Low of the day on Gamestop, 191. High of the day, 211. That's a $20 range, and isn't that normal? Yes, it is. That is normal for us. The low on GameStop was in the first 30 minutes today. Then it took a shot by about 11 o'clock to a 211 range. Backed off to the 2023 range, came back on to the 210.11 range. Right now, 207.81, up 772. So a bunch of you, I think, have been very wisely rolling over your contracts, your 175s, your 180s, 185s, 190s, rolling out of those into now 205s, 210s, 215s. Perfect. Some expire this week, next week, the week after. Very good. 2.99 million volume, which is okay. Not earth-shattering, unbelievable. Stock's up 774 on light-ish volume, historically speaking. The light-ish volume we've had, or very light volume, has only been around 1 million shares a day this last few months. But at 3 million, that is still way, way down from what we used to do when we used to trade over 100 million a day on this stock. Nonetheless, 207.80 is the price right now, up 771. GameStop. All right, Matterport. The range on Matterport, 2270 for the low, 2272, high of 2433. So we've had not quite a $2 swing, about a $1.70 swing from low to high today. Volume of 5.14 million, good volume. We're right now at 23.82, down 91 cents. We just have been bouncing back now for about an hour and a half from one of the low points of the day. We were at about, $22.98, $23. About 120 this afternoon, and here we are now at just after 3 o'clock, back over 23.83. So we're coming on 90 cents down on the day. The high of the day, 24.33. So this stock is about 50 cents away from the high of the day, and that's still down on the day. The stock has not had a positive reading from what I can tell you all day long. So the stock might get back to break even if it keeps up this move. I don't know. 5.1 million. We'll see how it goes. It's had a very good run lately, and a lot of you are doing very well with it. 23andMe at 12.03 a share right now, up 31 cents. The low was, again, right off the opening this morning, down to 11.31. That's 80 cents ago or 70 cents ago. The high 12.18. That's only 15 cents away from where we are right now, and we're doing great on 1.9 million, up 31 cents a share at 12.03, holding very steadily. 23andMe is going to go higher. Spire. What's happening with Spire? Spire was wishy-washy on the opening, sitting around this 581 range. The high of the day, 587. That was in the first 30 minutes. That's all we got to. We hit the low at about 12:30 today. That was 564. It's now 572. We're 8 cents higher than the low. We've been kind of inching up the last hour and a half, 2 hours, just kind of coming on, but it's a penny at a time. It's a really slow grind. We're still down 8 cents. Volume, quiet, 460,000 shares. And so that's the latest on Spire. It's cheap and undervalued and ridiculously priced, but that's where it is. There's not enough buying coming in to move it yet. ATIP, we were as low as 284. We're now at 286. We're as high as 294 today. So we've had a very slight 10-cent move up to down, low to high, and we're trading 539,000 shares. We're off 4 cents to 286, waiting for any kind of news on that company to get the market to wake up and get into it. It's up to management. They've got to bring in a CEO. They've got to promote this. They've got to start talking. We need to have someone to talk. Smartrent, the winner chicken dinner. This stock here is, it just looks to me like it's about ready to break out. It's had a good run. I'm not kidding about the run. It's been good. It's gone in the last week from about the 12 range, maybe even, let me see if I can get this to print properly here. Yeah, it was as low as 12.10. Now it's at 14-ish. Volume today, 365,000 shares. And there are two things going for this stock, both of which should make this thing take off, but neither has made it happen yet. The first piece of news, a lot of people have heard about it, and that's how Goldman Sachs recommendation came out last week. $18 call on the stock. It was picked up. It was talked about. Well liked by the Goldman Sachs analyst, senior banking people in New York. Hey, that's pretty serious recommendation. Got the stock up to 14.27 so far today, 365,000 shares. But what has not moved the market is the filing that was done I think it was on Friday. Or released on Friday anyway. It's here we are now on Tuesday, and the stock is not, in my opinion, has not really exploded yet. Amazon owns 1.6% of this company. They've been buying it up, and I kind of get the impression that the street can't put two and two together. They're not. I mean, you use the company name Amazon and Goldman Sachs liking this one little tiny stock. Hello. What more do you want? It's a $2.7 billion market cap. This thing's puny. $2.7 billion market cap in a big world. And two of the biggest institutions in their field like this stock. One putting their money on the table to buy it, and the other one recommending it to $18. And the stock's traded 365,000 shares. The market is not buying into this story. They are not getting it. We get it. We know about it. But there aren't enough of us, and we got to spread the word. This word has to be spread to the masses that two serious entities are into this stock. I think, though, this will spread. I think this news will get out there. It could be one personality that mentions it on a TV show. It could be one more article written by whomever about what I'm talking about. Somewhere, somehow, this story will be disclosed and will be reported yet again. And that'll be the breakout one. That'll be the time that it breaks. And this thing could jump dollars, not pennies. Right now, it's at $14 a share. It is cheap. It is capable of $25 to $30. They're coming with their financials on the 10th of November. They'll come out with their customer base, how many people are subscribing to their services, and so on and so on and so on. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we're a week away, but this stock under here is a steal, absolute steal. There's serious money buying this up right now. The average price for Amazon is $12.40. This is a $10 SPAC. they paid 24% more than the SPAC price. They didn't have to do that. If they liked this company, if they were aware of this company 6 months ago, they could have bought into the PIPE financing at $10, all they wanted. But then again, maybe they couldn't. Maybe they were involved in the PIPE financing through some institutions, but they couldn't get enough. I don't know. But they're now buying it on the open market. And so, Smartrent, when is it going to pop? I no guarantees, but when it goes, it will really go. Xterra down 6 cents to $9.88 a share. We have no news today, no updates. Volume of 56,900. This company has been incredibly quiet now for weeks. Something's going on. I am sure it's one of those SPACs that's under the $10 mark still. This is one of those shares. Along with ATIP Inspired, they're under 10. The rest of our former SPACs are now over $10 each. They've broken out and they're moving up in their own unique way, in their own unique area. Time is limited on some of these deals. What else is happening? AMC is up $1.21 to $38.28. The question is GameStop making AMC move, or is AMC making GameStop move? Or are both stocks going up for different reasons entirely? GameStop was $165, $170 about 3 weeks ago. It's now $207.50, so it's up 20%. AMC was $40 a month ago. It's now $38.26, and it was lower than this last week. So what's the dealio here, dude? I don't know. $34.84 last week at one point for AMC. It did hit $43 on about the 18th of October. It didn't stay there very long. The last 3 months for our friends at AMC, they had been in September $51, $51.69, September 13th, 38 now. This is a long way down from that level. So AMC has not been, quote, leading the charge lately. They're probably getting sucked along here. 32.9 million volume, not enough for AMC to make a run. It's got to do 100 million a day minimum, and it's not doing it anymore. So AMC's volumes are definitely backing off. GameStop 207, like I said, the volumes are down to 1 million a day, less than 1 million a day, right through the last month. Here we are today at 3 million volume, 745 gain right now at 207.50. This stock is picking up volume and is picking up price. No announcements, no word, no nothing. It is in the top 10 now. Most talked about stock on Reddit with SoFi and others. They're talking a lot, but we don't have any hard news. But there you go. It doesn't matter. Those of you who are writing options are making money. Those of you who are doing rollovers are positioning yourselves into really good contracts with huge premiums. And I think you're going to do very, very nicely. Rocket Lab now only down a dime. SoFi down 19 cents. And Matterport down 94 as we are moving along. A few other quotes for you. Robinhood down 21 cents to 34.64. VanEck is now up 250. VanEck Vectors, SMH, the ETF for semiconductors, 279.28. Home Depot up $1.50. IBM down 42 cents. Dow is now up 141. Microsoft up 362. Apple up $1.29 a share to 150. Tesla down $27 today. First down day in a while. 1,181 a share, 1,182. Bed Bath Beyond now 1664. It's kind of climbed up from this 1350 range in the last week or so. So that's improved a bit. BlackBerry 1127. A little over a week ago, it was around 1050, 1060. So, it's up a bit, but not up a ton. Royal Caribbean down 93 cents to 87.35. Goldman up 8.10 to $424.80. Looking very good. Goldman Sachs, even at 424, is trading at 7 times earnings. Bargoon City, it was at 410 last week. It was on the 4th of October, 374. Now 424, $50 higher in a month, and it's going to $700 a share. There you go. Amazon is down $10. Facebook down $2. Google up 29, turned around. Costco up 750, having a good day today. Cisco up $1.73 to 57.83, going for $60. Looking good. All right, well, there it is. The Dow is up 145, and S&P up 17, Nasdaq up 41. Record highs is where we're at here. Doing relatively all right. There you go, kids. There's your latest on what's going on. Thank you for kicking in here and hanging around with me this afternoon for the final hour. We're going to shift our channel here and go simply for members only comments. Thank you, all of you who are saying hi and popping by and joining us. So please consider becoming a member right away. Join this channel like other great members have, and you can comment on the market as well. We'll try to answer your questions if you have any about what's happening in the market here. Let me get that up there. We got that going over there. Thank you, one. Thank you all. We now have 101 thumbs ups. What number are you for thumbs up? Hit that thumbs up button. Help this channel out, and let's see what's going on. What else is happening? A couple comments coming through here. Let's see if we got anything going on here. Let's see what's going on here. I'm up 126% on Smartrent 1250s. I bought expiring 1119. How about that? And a shout out to the Savior for calling out that Smartrent price target by Goldman Sachs. You are a legend. ATIP call $5 strike for May 2022 is only 35 cents. Could get 10 calls for $350. Is this a good buy, or go for the 250 strike at 95 cents each? Well, the 250 at 95, you're paying 345. Relatively speaking, for ATIP. That's cheap. But you know what? With the stock sitting at 286 and the contracts are 250s, you might as well just buy the stock. But then again, the fives are a leverage play, 35 cents each, and next May. So, I mean, if the shares do hit 750 between now and then, those contracts are 250 a piece at 35 cents. You're up 7 times your money. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Anyway, there you go. What else have we got on? And let's go. I'm not sure what some of these comments refer to. Let's see. Hello, everybody. Let's go here. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up on your calls and your comments, but my comments will jump around a little bit here. And then let's see. Okay, here we go. Nick is saying, I need to conquer fear of losing shares in a covered call scenario. I sold GameStop November 5, 07 strike. I collected money, but then it started going up to 07. Made me nervous, so I covered at 208, took a loss, more falls. Then I wrote another covered call when it went for 211 for a higher strike of 230. Then covered at 203, made back the loss. If I had not bought back earlier, that loss I would have made good money, right? If the call is in the money when it was trading at 211, would my call that I sold for 207 would have been exercised right away, or the expiration of November 5? It's very unlikely you're ever going to get called on your stock. I mean, ever. And it doesn't matter if you are. It absolutely doesn't matter. You turn around and buy the stock back on the open market. It makes no difference. So if you get taken out, let's say you write a 210 contract, let's say. Write a 210 and you get $15 premium for it. You've been taken out at 225. Do you care? It's trading at 207. Buy it back here. Write 210s again. Dare them to take you out. You cannot be afraid of being taken out, but you're not going to be taken out. The odds are extremely light because option players are not interested in buying your stock. Option players only want to play the options because if they pay you $10 for a contract, let's say, and the stock goes up $5, their contract goes up a couple of bucks. They've made 20% on their $10 investment. That's all they're interested in. If your stock goes up $20 a share from 200 to 220, and they bought a contract at 10, which is now trading at 18, they've made 80% of their money. They're just going to sell the contract to somebody else. who is buying the contract to try to make money on that contract. They're not interested in your stock. They're interested in the movement of the stock. They want the stock to go higher. They know the stock can move $20 in a day from high to low. They know that. They want the movement. They want the volatility. They want in on the action. They're just using your calls to play the stock, the action on the stock. That's all they're going to do. They're not going to buy your contracts. They're not going to buy your stock. They don't want your stock. They probably don't have the money to buy your stock, which is why they're in the options in the first place. If you can spend $1,000 on one contract for $10 a contract to control 100 shares of GameStop that trades at 207 right now, that is 100 times 207. That's $20,700 of stock for $1,000 that you're playing. That's the game. It's the poor man way of playing GameStop without buying the stock. So you are doing option players a favor by giving them options to play with, but they were paying you dearly in dollars to do it, which is why you write these. And if you stick around long enough with a contract, you let a contract deteriorate over time, you'll be well rewarded. Anyway, that's the story. Anyway, what can I tell you? Let's see here. Let's see. Regarding IBM split, email in from my broker, November the 4th. Before the markup, the option will change to the non-standard symbol IBM1, delivering 100 shares of IBM and 20 shares of Kyndryl. Strike will not change. Very interesting. Nick, I am sure many are in a similar situation and relate to my strategy. What am I doing is OJTL, on the job learning. There you go. Well, Nick, if you can afford the job learning, more power to you. But again, do not be afraid being taken out. If you are writing options with huge premiums, I can tell you right now, you are not going to be taken out. But even if you are, you're a winner. You're a winner. Because right now at 207.58, you write a 207 contract, they hand you $10 a contract for a couple of weeks out, and someone exercises you right now, you're getting 207 plus 10. That's 217 right now. You could turn right around and buy the stock back right now, 207, and write the 207s again for $10. You're going to get another 217. You dare them to take you out. This is called making easy money. Anyway, there you go. Nick, almost always it won't be exercised until expiry day, and only if it's in the money, and only if you still hold a short position on the contracts on expiry day, which you're not going to be doing. You're more than likely going to be buying back your contracts and rolling them over into further length contracts for higher premiums. You won't even care about expiry day. You've long ago written those contracts, bought them back, you've moved on. Don't have to worry about it. Anyway, there you go. What else? I only had the chance. The chance to look at technicals on Goldman Sachs, and because Bruce had suggested the stock and its low PE ratio, I looked in, and it broke its whatever at 420, and it's breaking up. There you go. Hit the thumbs up and help Bruce help you. Come on, GameStop. Brr. There he is, the savior. We love you. Hey, Uncle Bruce, we were number 50. Press that button, y'all members and non-members, please. Thank you, Sean and Wendy. Thanks to have you here tonight. Let's see here. What else is going on? Let's go. Let's say you get taken out while it's halted on a run-up. If it's halted, it's halted. Nothing can happen. Nothing can happen. Now, theoretically, yeah, you could get taken out, but I mean, the odds are 1 in a billion now. I mean, you are really reaching here for the wildest of scenarios. You got to get back to the 99.9999% of the rest of us and make money on a daily basis, because we have daily bills. None of us here are billionaires. GameStop is 207.42. Make money on this stock. It's being handed to you left and right. Make money on this stock. You won't get taken out when it's halted. Spire is kicking my, you know what? Take me out, says CJ. Let's see. What else is going on? Let's go. What else is happening? Thank you all for being here. Beach Boy is number 141. Uncle Bruce, I rolled my GameStop, says the Savior. I rolled my GameStop. I sold a 187 strike for 651 on Friday. I bought back today at 1661, but I wrote a new one for 1441, expiring 11/12. Is that how it is done? Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure what exercise price you got. But you wrote one today for 1441. You must have written a higher strike price, obviously, than the 187, which is the point, isn't it? Net difference of 430. I mean, if you could have written one for over 1661, I mean, even better. But still, you brought in 651. You have that in cash. You spent the 1661 and you brought in 1441. So the difference is $2.20. Out of the 650, you're still ahead for 430. So you're 430 long in cash. Yes, the net difference, exactly right. So if the new ones that you've written for 1441 drop in value, you'll buy them back, obviously, for less money, obviously. You have 430 in possible profits on the contracts, but you have tremendous profits being made on the stock, right? So you're richer, your account is richer. Your exercise price has been lifted dramatically, and you're ahead of the game. My preference is I like to see where you buy back for 1661 and sell for 1861 or 2061. You might have to write a further out contract, but fair enough. But this is okay too. This is all right because this contract is a 12th of November contract. It dies in 10 days. So it doesn't have a long time to live. And so the stock is going to have to keep performing for the option buyer who bought from you to make any money. So yes, you've definitely got the momentum in your direction. Right on. Okay. What else? Let's go. Would you write covered calls right now, Bruce, on Spire? No, I would not. I would not write anything on Spire whatsoever. 572 right now. We're down 8 cents. I wouldn't mess with it. This is the kind of a stock that can break $1.50 at any time and then go up $2 the next day at any time. We could be in 48 hours from 572 to $10 in 48 hours. And there's some capital gains coming your way, and that's what I'm looking for. That's my bigger picture, longer term picture. Rocket Lab down 14, SoFi down 13, GameStop at 8208 up 877. Matterport still down 90 cents to 23.82. ME up 31 cents. Spire down 8. ATIP down 4. Smartrent up 18 cents. Sextera down 7. That's where we're at. Dow's up 133 points. Uncle Bruce, rolled him for this. It's okay. Never mind. Move on. And let's move on. Excuse me. Let's go. Okay. Yes, a new strike of 210 from 185 to 210. Beautiful job. That's beautiful. That's $2,500 for 100 shares more. Your direction, absolutely right. Good move. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, suit yourself, Bruce. I'll keep taking the high premiums on Spire. Look, Adam, whatever. I mean, whatever you're comfortable with, it's your money. It's just my thinking on it is different than yours. I'm thinking of a capital gain turnaround. I'm thinking of the fact that they went from 18 to 5. That's just my thought. But yeah, it's good. Works for you. I'm happy. Good going. Hey, I have GameStop covered call 175 expires next week. I received 1375. Should I hold longer with 8 days left till expiration, or look to roll now that the stock is moving higher? Okay, these are choices that are in front of you now. With a stock at 209, your contract is now in the money, 35. Let's call it $35. It's roughly 210 on the stock. Okay, so you're 35 in the money. So your contract is trading at in excess of $35 a contract, right? So your chances, you're not going to make money on your contract if the stock closes around here between 2 to 210. You're not going to make money on this covered call. You're just going to lose money on it because you're going to have to buy it back at a higher price. But You could right now buy it back at this higher price, turn right around right now and write perhaps a 210 or a 215 contract against it for a pretty good premium. Let me see if I can find something for you. We'll go into the options market here. My quotes might be a bit behind, so pardon me on that. All right, the 11/12s. There we are. You wrote 175. 175s are 33 to 35, right? They're worth about 35, and the market is 33 to 35. So that's correct. That's all book value. So at the moment, you're underwater about $22 on this contract. Fair enough. All right. So now we need to sell a contract in the 35 neighborhood or better to have you roll over, right? So I'm going to move forward here, and I'm going to look into December. So I'm going to go right out of November's and just start with December calls. See what we've got here. To write something in the $35 neighborhood is what we're wondering about. Is there something in December we can work with? 180, 190s, maybe the 195s. We got to go further out. So we will. We'll go out now to 195s to 200s. We'll keep going. Let's look into January. We want to bring in a fat premium for you where you're ahead of the market right here, okay? Can I get my iPad to deliver anything for me? No, and my iPad is not working for me here. Why not? I don't know. Sorry, folks. There we go. Okay, February. It may not be January's. All right, February's. You could write, in theory, $230 puts, $230 calls against the 208, but I wouldn't go that far ahead. You could write 220s and bring in between $35 and $39. You could write 210s just ahead of the market, bringing in $38 to $42 a contract. In theory, if you could bring in $42 on a 210 February contract, you would add $7 to your account in cash. You got the 13 now. You'd buy back this contract and then immediately sell the new one and add 7 more to the 13. You'd have $20 cash total in your hand, and you'd move your strike price from 175 to 210. Okay. If the shares want to back off to 195 in the next couple of weeks, just saying, they would be out of the money by $15 a piece. They won't be trading at 42 anymore. They'll probably trade around 30, and they will give up $12 of value. You could then at that point buy those back and rewrite new contracts that might be, say, December's that are in the 30 range, and you'll tighten the time frame again. You've got a lot of room to play with. Now, that's just February. If you go out to April, the premiums could be even higher. Yes, they would be. A 210 will bring you close to $50. That would bring you then $15 more cash right now on top of the 13 you got. That's $28 in total cash per share in your hand now, plus the 210 strike price for the stock. You could play that game. If you went out to a 220 and added $10 to the strike price, you could get about $45, $46. I'm looking at the offers because that's where you'd be selling at, around the offers. 230s also in the 44, 45 range might be attainable as well. That might be the most attractive, one of the more attractive ways to go. Consider a 230 call option for February where you're bringing in $44, $45 against a $35 per repurchase. That's a serious rollover. Bring you additional cash and give you a very large increase in buyouts. You'd be going $55 a share higher on the buyout. Again, that's assuming you ever exercise, not saying you would be. That's a thought. You don't have to do anything at this point in time. You can dare them to take you out. You'll be taking a 188.75, obviously. But the stock is 208 at the moment. So you're $20 out of the money combined at the moment because the stock has gone up. But the key now is to take advantage of this 208, 209 value to get a higher strike price for you. And if you can, at the same time, bring in additional cash to do it, and all you're giving up is time, an option time value, painless. And as I said earlier, if it backs off $10, $15 a share in the next month, those contracts will drop as well, and you'll just buy them back at a much lower price or roll into lower exercise price contracts, shorter time frame, from like April to February, or from April to January, or April to December's, and then eventually December's, again, you'll look at that. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Look at that and check it out. See what you can do. Make sure that if you do buy these back, get them at the lower end of your range, and if you sell the new ones, get the higher end of the range on those contracts. See how it works out. Okay, there you go. Let's see. I got lucky today. I wrote Apple calls right at the top today, already way up on them, says Michael. You're watching that market. Yeah, let's see. What else is going on? Let's go. Adam is saying, I've made several thousand on premiums while folks have been waiting for a squeeze. Bruce isn't wrong. This is just what I'm doing, and it's all good. Robert, I was leery about getting into options. However, I experimented with cheap calls to see how it works. Now I just booked a cruise off a call I wrote. Nice job. Larry is saying, hello, everybody. We've got 25 minutes to go in the day, I believe. Then we shut her down. Bruce, can you just make money on buying calls and puts? Can you just make money on buying calls and puts? All this other stuff you're talking about is way too confusing, and I bought your first 2 classes. You can make money buying calls and puts, yes. The problem is that you're gambling and you're doing it. It's a riskier trade. It's just a riskier trade because the time factor works against you. But I get it. Some folks just it just doesn't work for them to want to be a writer. This is why when I say Fred, anyone to buy options, if I tell you to buy call options, so say you want to buy options on SoFi because you like the upside of SoFi or Rocket Lab, you buy way into next year. So you're buying April's or June's contract. They'll cost you a higher premium, but you're buying time, which is protection. And so, yeah, you can make money buying and selling calls and puts. Let's see, 210s for January, going for 34.36. January 210, so jealous. Study it in your free time. Write down words that confuse you and study them individually. Let's see. I was just considering rolling into January for around 40 on that premium. And I grabbed Smartrent at $13.98. Someone wake up, Wall Street now. Let's go. I can do February 10's like $40. Exactly. Let's see. Let's go. I bought some calls for Spire for February. I'm doing fine. And what else here? Profits historically are taken on Fridays. I usually wait and buy a covered call back on Fridays when the premium is lower. Then in the middle of the next week when the stock is up, I write another covered call for higher money. And Michael says, good afternoon, everybody. Neat. And I picked up 100 more Spire. I can't wait for this thing to rip. Let's see here. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. I'll roll out for more premium. And let's go. Let's see. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to write cover calls on ME. Just waiting. Let's see. I bought 100 shares of Gamestop at $175 a share back in March. Since selling calls, my cost basis is down to less than $120 a share. Collect premiums while holding is the way. There you go. There you have it right there. Uncle Bruce, as a rule of thumb, will option that I have purchased start to lose time value 45 days prior to the expiry? Why would I hold them longer than that? Again, you have to handle unexpected dramatic events that can come up out of nowhere that can screw a market up for a month. It is so easy to lose 2, 3, 4 weeks of productive stock movement time because of some kind of a comment that a Fed governor makes, or China having a debt repayment problem, or whatever the heck is going on. You really got to be out there to be careful on when you're long contracts. So I sold my first call. If the stock runs, I just buy this POS back so they don't call my shares, right? Yeah, of course. No worries. I wrote a call, Gamestop 190, last week. This is on expiring on the 11th, 19th of November, before the big jump. I got 984 for the 190. I'm down 161%. So, ouch. Waiting for a dip and time to buy it back. Hopefully, this isn't the mother of all short squeezes. Well, no, the stock's not trading enough to call us that. But you wrote a call at 190, and the stock is now 208. All right. You could theoretically turn around and write a 205 or a 210 call option instead. In other words, buy yours back and write a 210, but for further out in time. So this is 1119. Is one you have. The 1119, there it is right there. That's a couple of weeks out. It's like you said, it's the 190. There you go. It's right now trading between 24 and 27 a share because it is worth, in reality, it's 1869 in book value, but it's trading right now at about $25, $26. There's some premium still involved in it. But if you did buy it back and you turned around and then started writing maybe December contracts, if you can bring in $30 a call, something like that, you can go with maybe, let's see, you can go to a 195, almost a 200 in December 10. If you go further out than that, December 17, $30, you'll bring it in at 200. So that moves up your premium by $10. Go to February and bring in at 210, you'll bring in about $40. Because I'm cutting the difference between 38 and 42 is a bit ask. About $40 for a 210 for Feb 18, and that will bring you more money than you're paying to get this call back. On top of the cash you already got, so you got 984 plus the difference between the buying and the selling of this one. Buying and selling of this one, and that'll bring you up to over $20 cash, and will bring you up to the 210 mark, and you're right at the marketplace right here. That is definitely doable. If you want to go further out, April, and really bring in money, you can go April 210s will bring you about $49, $48, almost $20 more than this will cost you. So that puts you $30 cash in your account per share, and a 210 strike price. Something to think about. Or you can write a higher strike price if you like and take a smaller premium. Nancy, you've got options, and you don't have to do anything today. Still not. AB, suppose Spire goes on a run to 8, 10, 12, 15 over a couple of weeks, okay? Would it be best to write calls? Is selling shares better in this case? The options chain hasn't expanded much yet. Would it be, okay, you're not going to write calls because writing calls means that you're selling calls against stock you already have. You might be better off buying call contracts if they're going to go 8, 10, 12, and 15. But you're going to want to buy call contracts that are into next year with lots of time left on them to take advantage of the run. The thing is, Spire at 574 right now is so cheap. You just buy the stock. I mean, buy up this stuff at 574. It goes to 8, 10, 12, 15. You're making some nice money on your stock, and it never expires. If you're going to buy options on Spire, you can buy $5 contracts or 6s or 750s maybe, but make sure you go out several months into the new year and enjoy the run up from there. Alrighty, let's see. And yeah, still only monthly contract Inspire. Let's hope that changes soon. What if CNBC were to release news that Amazon bought Smart stocks? Yeah, that would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? I don't know. Let's see. Nancy W. I'm only risking 20% of my shares in options, so I'm not too worried. My question, if hedge funds need shares, wouldn't they exercise the option to get shares? And under 200, by the way, I'm only up on my 220. I'm up on my 220 GameStop 1112. There you go. I mean, again, yeah, theoretically, but really they're not. You've seen the mother of all short squeezes already on GameStop. We've already played this game from $5 a share to 400. We've already had that. All right. We're not going from 207 to $10,000 in a week. It's not gonna happen. All right. I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen. It's a fantasy world we can all dream about, but I don't think so. I can see the shares going higher. Yeah, sure, we all can, but not like that. They got to bring out some real news, corporate news. Freethinker, you're considering the premiums as funds to reduce your cost basis. You'll be charged taxes out of those premiums and on the shares when you sell. Don't forget to factor that in. If Spire takes that kind of run, I will sell some shares. I am so deep I can do it. Plenty of continued writing. Bama, Nancy, I have the same. I'm waiting to see if GameStop goes down on Friday and then buy back. Then when it goes back up in the following week, write another covered call at a higher strike price with a higher dollar value. These are all valid moves. All are valid. Yippee-ki-yay. Howdy, all. Hi, nice to see you. Time change in the EU, so you're on earlier for me. Kind of like it. I just have to watch the time to manage my stocks before the market closes. You won't have to ask if there's a month of all showing squeezes during one of the. You'd very much know. That's true. The 210 for the 19th is going for $16, says Rob. SoFi fighting to close green. Yeah, where is it at right now? SoFi down 9 cents. 14 minutes to go. Ron, Fred, all I've been doing since hooking up with Uncle Bruce has been buying calls and puts. His coaching and education is the difference maker. He's been highly profitable and an absolute game changer for me. Way to go, Ron. Happy to hear that. Bought another 200 Spire. What's wrong with me, says Rob. What's wrong with me? I just picked up 400 more Smartrent. Michael, you didn't buy 2,000? Adam, Bruce, would you sell calls on SoFi but not Spire? Would you sell calls on SoFi? Yes, calls on SoFi over $20 a share now, yes, but not Spire. No, I agree. AB, I mean, if you happen to catch it at 15 and you own shares, etc., hold on. Should you write a call and collect a premium? If it crashes again, you may have a better just selling the shares. Yeah, well, fair enough. I mean, AB, if you've got a crystal ball that says it's going to go to 15 and go back to 5, great. But my thinking is if it goes back to 15, it's going to keep on going because this can really go a lot further out. But that's just, we'll see. You know what? I bought more Spire out of boredom, says Drops. I took what I could get, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Guys, stop buying Spire. My order will never fill. Sorry, Mike. Adam, I would think both Spire and SoFi can both explode. So I would wonder why someone would buy calls on one and not the other unless the premiums were attractive. I'm talking about writing calls. I'm talking about writing. I'm not talking about buying calls. I'm talking about writing calls. I'd write on SoFi, but I wouldn't write on Spire. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, look out for low-flying bananas. Chase, Uncle Bruce, the stock Matterport is an active stock. How much more activity is required for weekly options to begin to be traded? I don't know, my friend. That is up to the Chicago guys, the options people. And I have no idea how they think. I honestly don't know. Let's see here. Did we confirm that it was indeed Jeff Bezos, Amazon, who bought Smartrent? We're still trying to figure that out. They call it Amazon Com Inc., and I'm still trying to figure this one out. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's go. People don't like what I'm saying. It's okay. Don't like what I'm saying. Don't understand. Uncle Bruce, I am potentially caught on some Ford covered calls before the huge run up in January. Is it premature to start rolling? Still worth it to let them lose some time value? Oh, there's always that. There's always that strategy to let time value go, and perhaps the shares cool off a little bit. Look, the Dow hit a new all-time high today. Could there be profit taking in markets in the next couple of days? Yeah, there could be. Could that affect Ford by 4, 5, 6%? Yeah, that could, and that could benefit you as well. So keep an eye. Joshua, Uncle Bruce, do you know anything about the rumors about Coinbase, NFT, Loopring working with GameStop? No, I really don't know anything about this. Wait, are we buying more Spire today? Is that the plan? Always the plan, buy more Spire. I just missed on the stink bid for Matterport, sub 23 earlier today. John, Uncle Bruce, what's the move for Matterport today? Buy stock and write calls, or wait a few days to write calls? Well, Matterport is finally having a bit of a profit-taking day. Today it's down 86 cents, but it's not getting crushed or anything like that, but it's off a little bit. There's a number of you who've written calls in the last few days on Matterport, and your contracts are probably all slumped a little bit on you, which is, you don't mind, of course. Let's see what happens tomorrow. GameStop 206.80, giving up a little bit of ground right now. Let's see. My question is, does today end in a Y? Robert, bought lesson number 5. Once again, I learned something new, especially where to find SEC filings on MarketWatch. Right on. I would be very wary of writing GameStop covered calls from now on till November with equity total return swaps resetting. The cycle can repeat and the price can spike unexpectedly. Anything can happen on all of this. We know, but there's ways around it. Smartrent says it will install Amazon Hub lockers in about 200 of its stores spread across 28 states. Ron, I bought SoFi calls, took profit, bought Spire stock, and I think there's no reason why the stock is so low. And do you still like February calls for Spire 6, 5, either of those? Yep, I still do. February, yeah, or further. If Uncle Bruce, if SoFi takes a shot up, does the short interest make it even better? Oh, yeah, I would say SoFi is green again. 0 right now, unchanged. Yeah, it's right there. Break even on SoFi, 22.62. The battle back with 10 minutes to go. Not staying down. GameStop up 5.91 now at 206-ish. Rocket Lab down only a nickel. Matterport 23.87, down 86. The Matterport high of the day was 24.33, so we still got a ways to go on Matterport. ME up 30 cents. Spire down 8 cents to 572. ATIP down only 4. Smartrent up 17. Sextera down 8 cents. That is the story where they're at. IBM down 13. Dow's up 112. Apple up $1.15. And we've got Goldman up 6.92 right here. I have $6 and $7 strikes calls for Spire February or later. No matter what happens in Bruce I Trust. There you go. Thank you from John Gill. Thank you, John Gill, for the donation on PayPal. That just came through here. Thank you. How many times can you write covered calls on your stock? Example, if you have 200 shares of ATIP, sell 2 contracts that expired this Friday, and then they sell, can you write them again? Or how many times? You can write, if you sell 2 calls right now, buy them back an hour from now for less, or they expire Friday and you write Monday, go ahead, write them again. They expire next Friday, write again. You buy them back, write again. You can buy and write, write and buy as many times as you want. There's no limit to it. There you go. Serious question. What's the bagel flavor for tomorrow? That's the question. Bezos, indeed. Smartrent announced that it received a strategic investment for Amazon Alexa Fund, an Amazon venture capital arm that invests in companies that use voice and other technology. Indeed, Bezos is indeed investing in Smartrent. That is exactly what is happening here. And it is at $13.97, up 22 cents. $2.5 billion company, and Amazon is investing in it. A $1 trillion+ machine is investing in a $2.5 billion small company. Hello. Yeah, it's good stuff. Adam, so long as you don't have outstanding contracts against your shares, you should be able to write covered calls against them. Exactly. As many times as you want. Amazon has a venture capital branch called Alexa, says Michael Downs. So there you go. GameStop 206.60 up to 651. High of the day 211.94. We've given up $5 on GameStop now from the high of the day. That was a little over an hour ago. There you have it. That's how GameStop works. Those of you who are short options, you're happy. Those of you who are long stock, you're happy that it's up, but you were happier earlier. Those who have you're writing, you're long and short, of course, so it's all good. It doesn't really matter. It's movement, and movement is good. Very good. Okay, option writers, well done. John, I sold some Matterport calls yesterday, and I had since last May for a decent profit, all due to you. Thank you. And John, thank you for the donation. Thanks for sharing some of the wealth. I appreciate it. Keep me going. Fantastic. I love it when you guys make money. It's just a beautiful thing. And it's so good to see the turnaround, because we were, July and August just grinding. We were grinding and grinding. When is this going to go? And finally, we have 8 little companies here that are doing their thing. Anybody know how to find a good tax advisor? Bezos, the only guy that can pull 1990s rubber stamp over Velcro sandals. I have good problems, says DQ. These are good problems. Yeah, I don't know where to send you specifically, because I don't know where you live, and I don't know any tax advisors anyway. So don't look to me. You got to look in your area. You may want to do some Google searching in your area, see what you find. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can say. We are 6 minutes away from closing on the day. That's where we're at right now. Yeah, that's what we've got going. Um, what else am I going to go? I'm going to ask you guys a skill testing question after the market closes that we'll see if any of you guys can answer for me. So if any of you are interested in a skill testing, it's a technical electronics how-to question, and I'll ask it after the close. Remind me about this. Laugh it out. I clearly live in Pittsburgh. There's got to be tax advisors in Pittsburgh. I mean, there's got to be. Unchanged on SoFi, up 686 on GameStop, up 3 on Rocket Lab. Just went positive on Rocket Lab. Matterport still down 80 cents at 23.94, inching better, but the high of the day, 24.33. We're nowhere near that yet, really, but we're better. ME up 26, Spire down 8, ATIP down 4.5, Smartrent up 15, Sextera down 11. IBM down 18. The Dow up 110. Apple up still 96 cents, but it was higher. Apple got up to 151 today. I think it was 151.57, but it's backed off. So some fun there. Trivia time. Here we go. Thank you, Savior. Technology. I know nothing. I got to leave at 4, though, says Michael. Obama. Yes, Uncle Bruce. I hate poverty. I hate poverty, Bruce. In any way someone can gain a skill and make money, lift their standard of living is a positive thing. It must be a good feeling to know you are part of this movement. I am really happy that so many of you are benefiting from this channel. I am really pleased. Get rich quick schemes, I don't offer those, but grinding some money out of the market, yeah, there's possibilities here. No, Bruce, try to avoid using a fork inside a toaster when it's switched on, buddy. Thank you for that advice. Wasn't the question, but thank you for the advice. A DQ, a tax kappa here. Get a referral from somebody wealthy in your circle of friends. Wealthy guys have good tax advisors. Only Jen uses the toaster. That's right. I don't do it. I signed up for lesson number 1 and 2. I need to revisit them again. How can I do that? Nick, just send me an email and I'll get you the links for those lessons and you can watch them again. If any of you are having problems or if any of you have purchased lessons from me and you want to see them again and you can't find them or whatever, just send me a private email. Tell me when you purchased them if you can remember. I'll confirm that you did, and then I'll send you the link to those lessons that you've already purchased, and away you go. Okay, good stuff. Let's see here. Question, can I use a wired radio while I take a bath and maybe iron my shirt at the same time while drinking a beer? Oh, absolutely, Coyote, without question. Check your spam folder for single tax advisors in your area emails. Give Bruce some thumbs ups, everybody. Holy crap, did anyone see Avis today? And let's see, everyone's talking about it. Nick, the lessons should be in your YouTube history too. That's true. They should be in your YouTube history as well. All right. Let's see where we're at here. We're coming into the close. 2 minutes. We're up a penny on Rocket Lab. We're unchanged on SoFi. We're up $6 on GameStop. We're down 80 on Matterport. We're up 27 on AME, down 7 on Spire, down 4 on ATIP, up 24 on Smartrent, down 13 on Sextera. Let's see. Matterport market came to me, sold my 12.17 call for $7. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. You betcha, buddy. Bama, babe, completely agree. Bertie, I've replaced all my family photos with your pick and Jen's hand. There's a good YouTube video out there where a bunch of guys convinced Anita to stick a metal knife into a toaster. It's hilarious. I only have 1 thumbs up to give. Gosh, I just think of the day when ATIP and Spire take off. I can't wait for that day. We're down to a minute and a half or so to go before we shut this down, and I've got a skill testing question ready for you guys right after the bell. And are we going to have fun with this one? This is going to be good. I can't wait for the answers coming in on this. We'll see if you are any good at this stuff or not. We're up a penny on Rocket Lab, unchanged on SoFi, coming into the bell. We're up 667 on GameStop, 206.76, 84-cent loss on Matterport, ME up 29. What is going to happen here at the very end? We're up 129 on the Dow, holding the gains, record high today for the Dow at the bell for sure. DQ drops, in this position because I don't have a lot of trust for professionals. Coyote, I have a meeting in a minute. I'm going to miss the question. Birdie, Larry, where's the bell? Debbie Bonner, I'm number 240. Thumbs up, Bruce. We got 241 going right now. Thank you, everybody. We're coming into the bell. Larry's about to ring it, I'm sure. We're about there. It's almost happening. Oh my gosh, the excitement. Oh, I can't wait to drop this question on you guys. Not yet, says Larry. Not yet. I have just read 8K filing by Spire. What are you making? What are you making B into, Bruce? What are you making B into? I don't know what this means. Someone be a bro and type the question in the chat for us working. Larry, there go the bells. There they are. SoFi's fighting to go green like a little engine that could. Larry's on it. It's a wrap. There we go. Larry, there he is. Yee-hoo, there he goes. Thanks, Larry. I can sleep now. It's inspiring. Thanks, Bruce. Have a great day, everybody. Drops up. Yeah, well, a fiduciary is responsible for any tax it's their behind, not yours, that gets into trouble. There you go. Fantastic. We are done. GameStop 207.08 final trade, apparently. 6 cent gain on SoFi and a 1 penny loss on Rocket Lab. ME up 32 cents. Matterport down 82. Spire down 7. Bruce, ask quick. I have to run. The year is 2077, where Bruce is broadcasting from his holographic projection of his consciousness to bring the news that Spire is still trading at $5.83 a share. Neat. Working, but had to stop by to see Larry's bells. Jordan, I'm proud of it. I was expecting more of a drop after yesterday's run. Only 15% of financial advisors are fiduciaries. Once again, huge buy on SoFi. At the end of the day, 1 million plus traded in the last 30 seconds. The Trump is Blayton's or Buffalo's trays. I don't know what this means. And ATIP is 250. Larry's bells of steel. Yes, I am the green again. SoFi Smart and GameStop did it today. All right, are you ready for the question? I got a question for you guys. We cannot find a solution. Jen and I cannot find a solution. Let me show you. You see the TV over there? See that? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me show you. Okay. Here's the deal. Okay. Hang on a second. This TV is on a 2-foot stand, by the way. It makes me look really tall. Okay. Here we go. So I got these remotes. Okay, and I can't get the television to give me CNBC. We we have a Vizio television remote, and then we have this remote control called Spectrum, which is that black box over there by the TV. All right. So if I click on the power on this Vizio, the TV turns on. Here we go. See that? It turns on. But I can't get it to give me CNBC, which is normally channel 53, but I can't do it. So if I go to there's this thing here with all this stuff on it, and I don't know how to get our TV to work. Does anyone know how to do this? Here we go. Here we go. We got people. I don't want to see Larry's bells. Keep bells covered. Larry's take a bow. Laughing out loud. Laughing out loud. Laughing out loud. Buy a Fire Stick. Answer is 42. Outsourced IT help. Reading all these comments is hilarious. In plain English, you are, if you're looking at Larry's bells, I hope you at least bought him dinner first. Sounds like TV is working perfectly. Plug it in. Have you checked the TV guide? Free thinking Viz remote for power. You have to change the input. What is plug it in? Is the presumed cable box on? Change source to HDM1. HDM1, HDM2. You have to change the input for the TV. Have you checked the batteries in the back of the remote? Is it a right-wing TV? You can't watch CNBC. Input. Change the source to a Spectra. Pretty sure the black box is the AC input. HDMI. Okay, Brucey. Okay, Brucey, I got you, man. All you need to do is pick up the Vizio remote, shake it about a bit, and then fling it hard and fast at the TV screen. And it'll all work out. You're welcome. Change the input, all that stuff. Change the input on the TV button. Input. Change source from TV. Switch the source. Change the input. Go to your apps. Quit aging us, Uncle Bruce. Changing input to cable. Connect the decoder with the input button. That should be HDM1, something like that. See you tomorrow, Bruce. I have Spectrum. Did you load the app? Press the input button on the Vizio remote. Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in? Yes. Switch the different inputs so you can find what cable box is on. What the hell are you talking about? Input. Which one is it? Is this it right here? Input. Do I click on? Do I click this? Input. HDM1, HDM. Is that's what I got to do? Hang on. Let me see here. Do I go over here? HDM1. What happens now? Do I go to? Can I go to 53? Can I go to 53? No. Can I go input again to HDM2 or something? Uh, Oops. Wait. Blew that right through there. Watch free. HDM2. HDMI2. Is that it? No single. Okay. HDMI3. No single. Okay. Comp. No single. Two antenna. I don't think this is going to work. No, I don't think so. Smartcast. I got Spectrum. Smartcast. Anything? Anyone? No. Watch free. See, here's what I get from Den TV. Watch free physio. See how much fun I have with this? Just want to get channel 53. I had it before. Can't get it now. Can't see nothing. There's this, but this doesn't give me any 53 at all. It's no idea. Uh, I think that if we go to HDMI1, we have the best chance at something. I'm wondering if I now go to info. No. Do I go to? I have no. I know any suggestions. Any? Go to channel 3 or 4 first, then use the other remote. Googling solves a lot. Spectrum box needs to be changed to HDMI 1, 2, or 3. Laugh out loud. Clean the crud out of the remote. Okay, import or source button. Change the source. Take the crud out of the remote. Laugh out loud. Looks like you're not using the Spectra. Well, it's right here, but what do I do now? How do I use this? Once I've done that, I don't know what to do. Do I hit TV? What buttons do I use now? Here we go. Here we are. Here. I don't know. I told you I had a skill testing question. It's not easy. Ask a 7-year-old. Is there a 7-year-old watching anywhere? Change your input source button. Select the app of your cable provider. Click the guide on the Spectrum remote. Guide on the Spectrum remote. Guide Spectrum remote. How about that? How about that? Holy camoly. It only took a week. Oh my gosh. We've got CNBC on our television for the first time in a week. Eddie, it took you. Eddie, you were the one, the only one. I have got hundreds and hundreds of messages here. Eddie, you're a god. Eddie, you're a god. Oh man, this is hilarious. Mr. T is saying, congratulations, we're all really proud of you, man. You've come a long way since you lost your Mac toolbar way back in the day. Oh, we're trusting this guy with 125% of our net worth. I can't believe it. And the crowd goes wild. Yay! Free classes. Text the lamp, make it straight. Use channel up or down arrow, and the crowd goes wild. Here we go. We're talking financial advice. We're taking financial advice from this guy. Congratulations. Woo, 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 woo. Fix the lamp now. Please, God, fix the lamp, Bruce. Next road trip, don't stop for directions. I see now in my mind how Uncle Bruce will watch the complete night NBC. He's never. I'm not sure. I'm not turning off the TV. I'm gonna leave it on all night. I think that guy deserves a complimentary class. Bruce, dig, ding, ding, ding. Nowhere the lampshade. Cheers. Oh my gosh, yippee ki Look at that. Neat, 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 neat. Oh, it's that was stressful. Uncle Bruce, don't feel bad. I have dish and also fire stick in the kitchen that I can't use it. I have to wait till my son comes from New York. What's SoFi gonna do tomorrow, Eddie? Eddie, what's SoFi gonna do tomorrow? Can't drive. I can't drive a Tesla. Can't use cable. Hell no. Hell no. What are these buttons for? I have no idea. What was the problem? I hate using Spectrum controller. Pay Eddie for that one. Oh man, you ruined the fun. Thanks a lot. Oh my god, Bertie, thank you. Holy moly, it works. Well done. You need to have 10 minutes of free classes. Can he really drive a Tesla? Are you sure he can really drive a Tesla? That was painful but enjoyable. Uncle Bruce really only knows about stocks. Maybe life will be next life he'll be a repairman. I used to fix watches and clocks. Can you believe that? I used to fix watches and clocks for a living. Oh no! Don't forget to move the camera back over so you don't get copyright stuck. John, hey Bruce, we're trying to connect you through email. Can you firm you got it? I got your email. I haven't got back to you yet. I got your email. Nothing personal. I've only got 1 million to get through. Too late. I've already bought them all. Eddie, you can't give me free class. I already bought all your classes, man. Way to go, Eddie. Make money. Get Bruce a Tesla television. Don't do it. No, this could become the best part of the entire broadcast. Daily feature, please. Eddie, now fix the ATIP. Oh, that was the best 5 minutes ever. Now we know we have 7 years. We have a 7-year watching Uncle Bruce. Bama, I am marrying an IT guy just to solve problems like this. Paul, yeah, Eddie, fix fire. You need to cut the portion out and make it a separate video. Bruce has been in the parking lot watching CNBC in the car all week. We're all simpletons compared to Eddie. I love you, Uncle Bruce. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Scott. Oh, my gosh. Andy, then give that guy a one-on-one. AB, rate my analogy to this problem for my super chat, please. Free thinker with Alexa taking stake in smart. Pretty soon, you'll just be able to scream at the damn thing. Thank you all. God bless. New lesson on how to get people to help a YouTuber. Uncle Bruce, make that face again. Oh my God, it works. We've got television. I cannot believe it. We tried. Jen tried it. I tried it. Days. I said, Jen, make work. She couldn't make it work. That Bruce, Uncle Bruce is the biggest simpleton today. Of course. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Oh well, that's fantastic. We got a good picture here. I'm happy. Unbelievable. I'm just blown away. At least it's back. Anyway, so there you go. Can stream on YouTube. Can't work the cable box. No, can hardly work YouTube. Wow. I thought he would save that face for Jen. Watch your neck though. On a red day, we have finished day with good laugh. Have a good night, y'all. That good. That works. Like butter, AB. Well, I said HDMI is like channel 3. The Spectrum box like VCR, and it's on 2 a day. You got to show this to Jen, man. You got to show this to Jen. Uncle Bruce, turn the TV off and on again. Let's see if you learn. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm afraid. Splair TV. Guten Abend. Guten Nacht. Oh my gosh, that is too stressful. I can handle the markets going up and down 1,000 points, but this is ridiculous. People are laughing. Uncle Bruce, we need 500% discount on those classes now. There you go. Oh, stocks finish at record highs for the 3rd straight session. How about that? Unbelievable. Oh, I got to shave. I got to get a shave. And what do you think? I'm getting a kind of scruffy here, you know? Look at that. I got to get, well, hopefully the hot tub is working perfectly. We've had problems with the hot tub lately. Eddie, I might call you for the hot tub. We've had temperature issues, although I did see the pool man between shows. They had a temperature gauge on that hot tub. Crossing our fingers. Hopefully it's working because it's been cold. The water's been lukewarm, like body temperature. That's not good for a hot tub. If we don't get 500 thumbs ups, I'll try to put on CNN. The TV will now be on 24/7. Danke, Yankee, guten Nacht. Grow the beard out, Uncle B. He scratches our back. We scratch his. Enjoy the corrupted news boasting channel. We won't give you the instructions on shaving. Reminds me of the grandpa who was born in the 20s. He was an electronics comm tech in the Navy. He flipped his lid when my dad couldn't hook up a VCR. That's all on you, Yippee-ki-yay says. Oh, my gosh. Well, there you are, kids. I'm going to tell Jen the good news. This is fantastic. I'm going to go. I'm going to pack it in now and call it a day. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And thank you for helping out with this very difficult technical question. It was a doozy today, and we finally got this figured out. Thank goodness for that. Anyone remember 5 years ago when RF blasters were in phones? You could wake up, change a TV on an old person for no reason, and cause all kinds of trouble. Thanks, Dr. Bruce. I bought and sold SoFi calls with my stink bid. Walked away with 15% in gains. Now you see, stink bits. They work. They work. How did Jen watch the Steelers on Sunday? She didn't. She had to listen on the radio, on the internet because the game wasn't on. We don't have this condo doesn't have the enhanced cable unless any of you know how to break through it. Simpletons. Wavy, Uncle Bruce, write this down. The Vizio remote is for the TV. The Spectrum remote's for the little black box. The TV remote chooses the source via input button. Once on cable, you use the Spectrum remote. Way too complicated, Wavy Gravy. Don't tell her. Just show her the video. Good night, Uncle Bruce. See you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning for more fun. And hopefully we'll have CNBC going. If not, I can always turn to you guys. You can show me how to turn on my television. Thanks again. Have a pleasant evening. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.